Good morning or good afternoon, class, depending on when you're watching this. I wanted to give you a brief overview on what to do today, what needs to be submitted, and where to go with your project. So first of all, if you need a link to any of the information for the physics project, this link will take you to it. You can also go to the main Schoology page, and you'll find it here. I went ahead and broke it into subfolders. General information, where you'll find what your topic is and the overall project description. Research Day 1, which has got stuff for finding sources and information for starting your research. And then Day 2, which is what we're doing today, which is submitting the sources and working on the presentation. So that's the first place to start if you just are lost on where to begin. Here is the Day 2 research guide. I'm not going to walk all the way through that just in the preference of time, but just to kind of show you what all you need to do. So the goals for today are submit your preferences for the presentation date, submit your annotated bibliography, and then begin working on your presentation if you have time. This will be the last probably dedicated day to working on your project. March has an e-learning day. We might be able to have, but it's right before the projects are due. So we might be able to have that day, but I wouldn't necessarily count on it. And probably after tests, we'll have a little bit of time to work. But today is kind of your last real dedicated day, so use your time wisely. I have some information here about some final project checklist stuff. You can go through that. This is kind of stuff to think about as you're finishing your project. So it's not just for today. It's as you're working on your project on your own, because now essentially you have a month to finish it on your own. Here's some information about the visual aid. I do want to bring your attention to kind of the first 2 points. So your visual aid should be an image diagram, graph, picture, demo, experiment, something like that, which is going to substantially contribute to understanding your topic. So I gave the example of a picture of Einstein does not do this, but a diagram of the photoelectric effect, which is something he discovered, or I guess explained, is going to help understand your topic. Your visual should be something that you make. It's not something that you print off offline. It's not something that someone else did. It's something you do. It's fine to base it on something someone else has done, but then you need to cite it as a source. Now, that doesn't have to be for today's submission, but when you do your final project, if you watched a demo someone else did and then you did the demo yourself, you need to cite their project, because their demonstration, because that's where you got the idea from. So, for example, if you watched a demonstration of general relativity, there's a really good demo, simple example that you can do. If you did that, then you would need to cite their presentation, but you would need to do it yourself. You cannot present their thing. That's something they did. I need to see it for you on your own. Okay? But then cite their original. If you build a project, that can be your visual. But make sure you can explain it if you use it. And lastly, today is your last chance to change topics. After today, you cannot change your topic. This is especially important if you're doing a build project. Remember, if you're doing one of those last category of projects, you have to make it. Things like electromagnets, Van de Graaff generator, Wimhurst machine, that sort of stuff, radios. If you're going to build it, you have to build it. So if you are not sure you're going to finish it in a month, change your topic today. Send me a Schoology message and tell me what you'd like to change to in the general folder for today's projects. You'll be able to, in the general folder, if you go here, you'll be able to find the list, and you can find a topic that is not picked by someone else in your class, and then you can do that. Okay. After you've done that, here's the selection day form. It's a quiz, but it's not graded, obviously. If you click on that, it'll give you the date options. If you're period 1, 5, and 7, your options are Friday the 12th, Tuesday the 16th, and Thursday the 18th. If you're in period 2, your options are Monday the 15th, Wednesday the 17th, and Friday the 19th. Rank them in order that you'd like to go. And finally, submit your annotated bibliography here. That's where you will do your final submission. And then any other time you have today should be spent on getting started on your project. Decide, how are you going to present it? Are you going to do a PowerPoint? Are you going to do a demonstration? What are you going to do to help explain your topic to us? As always, if you have any questions, submit me a Schoology message, and have a blessed day.